what is up? Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Megan, or Fit Little Meg, and today's video is going to be about the thing that everyone wants to know, and it's how do you grow your Instagram account. Now, I'm going to just start by saying I'm not an expert. I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers. I do have about 50,000 followers, and I feel I have learned a lot over the past year as I have tried to grow my Instagram. So I'm going to give you the truth, the dirty old truth about growing your Instagram, and give you guys some tips if that is something that you are trying to do. So to start off, the truth behind growing your Instagram, some of it is just straight up luck. And I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. I feel that once I realized that, you know, maybe my calling is not to have this huge following on Instagram, that's when things really started to grow in my business. And here's the thing, you guys, not all of us are put on this world to have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. Maybe that's just not your true calling, and it doesn't mean you can't have a successful business. It doesn't mean you can't have an amazing life. It doesn't mean you don't get to travel and see so many things and your life is so cool, right? You know, your Instagram is not by all means a reflection of who you are. So I feel like once I realized that I don't need to have a big following on Instagram, that's when things in my business started to become successful. And I think some of it is, you know, you can look at it as luck, or some of it is the fact that some of us were meant to have a huge following for a reason. And, you know, and I think I was put on this world to make a difference. I was here to spread positivity, but I don't have to do all that through Instagram or through YouTube. There's so many other ways I can do it, so maybe my calling is to do it a different way. And I think that goes for you guys. Maybe your calling is not necessarily Instagram, and that's okay. You have a different calling that's just as amazing as an Instagram calling. But anyways, I'm still going to give you guys some tips, because I know some of you are probably trying to grow your Instagram, and I have learned some things over the past year since I've been trying to grow my Instagram. So here are my tips. Number one tip is to be active and to engage. What I mean by be active, you need to be posting daily. You need to be using your IG story, you know, doing IGTV. You need to be active, constantly posting daily, and you need to engage with people, engage with your followers, engage with other people who are on Instagram. Another thing is collaborating. You know, I always gained followers. I always got more people when I collaborated with others, especially others who might have a larger following than me. So collaborating with them, collaborating with businesses, with individuals, anyone on Instagram, that really helps. Collaboration helps. So be active, engage, collaborate, and be you. Be true to who you are. You know, people can see through you. So if you're trying to be someone that you're not, people are going to know that. So be yourself, and, you know, find what makes you special and pursue that. Like, there are so many personal trainers out there. There are so many fashion Instagrams or whatever, and that's awesome. If you want to be a fashion Instagram, or you want to be personal training, by all means do it, but find what makes you special so you can stand out from everyone else. And the other tips I have might be a little bit obvious, but, you know, maybe they're not so obvious. I don't know. But really, make sure you have great content. You know, pictures are so important, and your content is so important. It is everything. And this is back where I go with the luck. I swear, sometimes the algorithm, it's just luck. Like, sometimes my pictures I thought that would do terrible did amazing. Sometimes the pictures I thought would do so well did terrible. It's just, you know, it's just how it goes, right? But having good content is great. Also, planning and strategizing. Planning, you know, writing out your captions, thinking. I have a journal, and I would always think, like, okay, what should I be getting next? What kind of pictures do I need next? How could this help someone? What's a new way I can, you know, spread positivity? What's a new way that I can grab someone's attention or teach them about bloating or whatnot? So, you know, planning ahead, prioritizing Also, like, using other people's ideas. I'm not saying obviously steal their ideas, but when I am going through Instagram and I see one of my friends or see one of my followers post something that really catches my eye and makes me think, oh my goodness, right? Or whatever, I will save it for later, so then when I'm trying to plan out my content, I may go back and look at that same thing, and it helps me spark my own idea. I'm not necessarily stealing what they're doing, but I use it as a reference and then put it in my own words or do something similar. And you know, I feel like everyone does that, right? How many people have posted something on bloating? How many people have posted something on how to lose weight, right? So many people, and that's fine, you know, it's not like you can't repost that, but just make it your own or do it in a little different way, right? And also just listening to your audience, figuring out what your audience wants, right? And listening to that and seeing what they're attracted to. Always giving them value, whether it's teaching them fashion or teaching them how to cook or teaching them stuff about fitness. Like, give them value, teach them stuff about your mindset, teach them positivity, something, give them something that they can take away. You always want to leave them with a takeaway, right? That's what makes them want to keep coming back for more and more and more. And lastly, guys, the biggest thing I have learned with running Instagram is not to stress about it. You don't need a big following to be successful, and it's just an app. That might go away. It may be gone in a year. Who knows, right? So don't think it's by all means the only thing that matters in life. There is so much more to life matters. And you know, the biggest thing too is just don't compare yourself. This is your journey. This is your Instagram. You get to make it your own. You are special no matter what. Went to Costco, picked up the essentials, some unsweetened almond milk, lots of egg whites because I use those like crazy for my protein, some ground turkey, some black raspberries, tomatoes, mushrooms, and lettuce for salads. Oh, and some raspberries. All the goods. Made myself a burger bowl. Looks pretty good. Hey guys, I figured since I just showed you my Costco haul, I'll show you now what I got from Whole Foods. Usually I like to go to Costco to get, you know, the stuff I can get in bulk, and then we go to Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or even Ralph's to get some other stuff. So, show you what you got. Oh my gosh. Some watermelon, which is such a good snack. So good, easy. I got some of this, which I heard is amazing for making protein ice cream. So I'm gonna give it a shot and see how that goes. Got some almond butter, some Arctic Zero, which is the best macro hack. It doesn't necessarily taste like ice cream, but it's something sweet. It's pretty good. I really like to put it on like waffles or something, not just necessarily eat it plain. Some frozen raspberries, which I love to put in my cream of wheat or oatmeal. Put those away now so they don't melt. Got some corn from Whole Foods. I got these to try out. They're kind of like gluten-free tortillas. I got some zoodles. I do have a zoodle maker, so I sometimes make these myself, but you know, it's kind of convenient to just have them on hand. Got some gluten-free oats. I also got some pumpkin. I'm gonna make some protein pumpkin muffins that I think Ben will really like. We got some more fruit, even though we did get that from Costco, but we go through it a lot. Basil, I love to have fresh basil. And napkins. Those are some things I got that I knew we needed, but yeah. How is it, Ben?
It's breathtaking.
So good.